All this was set in motion long ago. He calls out, and the darkness answers.
Okay. Creepy sidekick? Check. Roguish commander? Check. And then we have the Guardian, my greatest success story. I'd say we're ready to get this done.
Push back the dark. End it.
She's right, Guardian. There's no doubt in my mind this could possibly work. Now, get to that rupture.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Destiny. Today, we kill a king. The mission starts out innocuously enough. First order of business is getting back to that rupture. Right now I'm actually using the Black Spindle. Unfortunately, I'm killing these things just a little too late to actually display its exotic ability. The precision headshots need to happen pretty quickly for it to reload. Which is why it makes it actually really good for like stationary bosses in raids over these small fry. And of course, those little floaty things, they're basically just mines. Nothing too dangerous.
Okay, that's where the rupture should be.
Get it open. Once you're through, send your coordinates. We'll lock down your signal and deploy reinforcements.
So again, I'm using the Arminius D as my primary weapon here. And I still kind of wish it was the Zalo Supercell. That being said, it is a fairly decent option for a legendary primary weapon.
The rupture can sense the soul you hold. You are Ascendant.
Time to go kill a king, eh, Guardian? Good luck.
We're going to have to finish this on our own. My scans are returning nothing. We're definitely somewhere, but no sign of Oryx.
So, here we go. Through the rupture. And, I really enjoy the atmosphere of this bit. Having the lights turn on as you pass. It's fittingly ominous.
Well, now we know we have his attention. Hi, Oryx.
We're actually going to be seeing this area again in one of the strikes. This area is fun to have firefights in. Here it's going to be more or less a stock standard thing, but you know. So, taking hobgoblins, I'm not sure if we've seen them before, or if we've actually mentioned what they do, but they have those little shadow orbs that you really got to be on the lookout for. They'll track you down once you've put a little damage on the hobgoblin. They're not too bad to deal with. Most of them can be avoided just by sprinting forward and sliding at the right moment. Or, you know, hiding behind cover works as well. Another rupture.
You are the last hope of the light. I have taken entire worlds. You are not worthy to face me.
So do you remember our friendly Centurion and Ogre? We've seen them a few times now, but this time it's actually on us to kill them. And this will also be our first introduction to the Taken Goblins, which are incredibly annoying. Not dangerous, just really annoying. So what Taken Goblins do is they stare down a target and make them immune. Funny story, I haven't seen it happen in Destiny 1, but in Destiny 2 they can actually target each other, and it's interesting when both of the targets are immune because they're staring each other down. But like I said, I haven't seen that in Destiny 1. That's purely something from Destiny 2. The way to break the immunity is either just stun them or, kill them. So like I said, they're not dangerous, they're just... I don't know. I'd rather they didn't. And there we go. Easy peasy.
Huh. Well, I guess we're worthy now. The world's grave tells of the chambers beyond this door, where the Hive contain the things they're afraid of. Fears they haven't yet weaponized.
Sometimes the hitbox for scanning things can be a little awkward, so finding where to scan is sometimes a bit of a puzzle.
It was open from the other side. I can't promise it leads to Oryx, but there's definitely something bad waiting.
Only Tolden glimpsed the Ascendant Realm. He spoke of terrors beyond understanding. Some you defeat, some you become.
Stick with the first one, Guardian.
Well, no time like the present. Let's get a move on.
Come for me, warrior of light. I will finish what Crota began.
The way is open. Just past this chasm and through that door, Oryx awaits. Sorry, I seem to have Crota on the mind.
The marking suggests this is a hive god, but I don't recognize the symbol. Nothing in the world's grave file either. The name is Nokris.
Nokris. Keep that name in mind. That might become important later.
There are no markings that suggest a carving tool. They were assembled and crafted through some kind of hive spell. I think this one represents Crota.
Now, of course, we know what happened to Crota.
It's Oryx. These statues, everything here was created before Earth was formed. I wonder how many worlds Oryx has taken.
If there's something the Hive do really well, it's definitely atmosphere. So here we have Oryx. This fight is 2 phases. It's not too bad. Fairly simple stuff. For the first phase, Oryx is mostly just going to try and drain your light, which kills your super bar and also eventually will kill you. So basically you just have to do enough damage to stagger him to stop him from casting. All the while you're getting accosted by ads, which are more or less inconsequential. Again, like in most Destiny fights, the small fry are probably your biggest worry. So taking them out first is probably going to be priority number 1. Just because they're inconsequential doesn't mean that they're not annoying. One of the biggest dangers of the fight is losing track of Oryx and having him drain your light like that. But there's only a few certain spots that he can really spawn in, so it's not too much to worry about. So another feature of first phase when he's done trying to drain your light is these little we'll call them void zones for lack of a better term. But you see the notification, the air around you crackles and burns. That's your cue to look up and see something about to kill you. The zones aren't terribly big, so as long as you're paying attention, you won't take damage or die from them. Now that phase 1 is drawing to a close, he's going to attack more directly. This is basically the same things that the Shades of Oryx do. Kind of just float around lazily and spam you with fireballs. Simple to deal with. And here we have phase 2. Now we're in some sort of shadow realm, and we can't actually attack or hurt Oryx while he's out in the mist. The best you can do is dodge his attacks and wait him out, more or less. He spawns ads, which are really, really simple to deal with at this point. So, like I said, basically it's just a waiting game. We have to wait for a specific attack to be able to attack him, and your best bet is just to hope the RNG goes well for you. When he glows like that, that means he's gonna come into the middle for a sword swipe, and that's your cue to start pumping in some damage. Generally, he'll mask his sword attack with spawning ads so that you're more occupied with them rather than killing him, like what happened just then. So, just be on the lookout, and there's nothing to worry about. This fight isn't particularly dangerous in this iteration, so, just pay attention. is the best advice. And no, supers still don't work against him when it's out there. In case you were wondering. So one more cycle should do it at this point. Oryx is all but dead to rights. Just a waiting game at this point. So who would win? Sword or a knife? So now, the King of the Taken has become the Taken King. That's it for this expansion. There's a little bit of post-game content to go for it, and then we're moving on to Rise of Iron and the end of the LP. Get excited, guys. It's almost over.
My queen, you were right. The Guardian was the key. For the first time, the whispers are silent. It is done. I have accepted my fate. I will not fail.